Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Another show we have for you. Trick Williams takes on Eddie Thorpe, and they take their rivalry to the NXT Underground when they battle in the NXT Underground match. That'll be the main event coming up here on the NXT Ring Report. Plus, also, too, we get a lot of stuff crack-a-lacking here on the Ring Report as well. A huge 6-person intergender tag team match. Mixed tag team match as the D'Angelo family takes on the Cole. These families battle it out coming up tonight. As well as this, Ricky Saint taking on Ridge Hall in 101. Saint makes his singles debut against Ridge Hall. We'll see that coming up. But we get things started with the Women's U.S. Championship between Chelsea Green versus Solo Roca as we get the NXT Ring Report started here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kid Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the NXT Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. All right. Let's not waste no time. What's up? We're going to kick off with this. The WWE Women's U.S. Championship match is online as Chelsea Green comes to NXT to defend her title against Solo Roca. Chelsea Green made her appearance tonight with her administration and her staff. Chelsea Green comes with Piper Niven and a lot of the rest of them coming down. Chelsea Green trying to make it seem like she's Americana. The Women's U.S. Champion. Chelsea Green comes out there making an impact, and she did tonight. She went against Solo Roca. Chelsea Green defeated Solo Roca with the help of her administration. Chelsea Green get the win. Solo Roca did try to put a hard-fought match. Just wasn't enough. Chelsea Green still retains her Women's U.S. Championship different odds. I'll say that right now. Chelsea Green retains the U.S. Women's title in more ways than one. I'll tell you that right now. We get to this. Trick Williams with an attitude looking to want to sell the score with Eddie Thorpe. We know Trick Williams is set in line to want to get back to the NXT Championship match. But he's getting a crossroads with Javon Evans. Javon Evans stepping up. Javon telling Trick he need to watch his back because of that new group. The new group that's been attacking and being a role after the past week. After Javon had got witnessed the beating, and Javon got beat up last week after his street fight with Ethan Page. We haven't seen Javon getting the brunt of that, what went down. But Javon was trying to warn Trick Williams about the situation he has tonight and goes against Eddie Thorpe a little bit later on in the show in the NXT Underground match that we'll see a little bit later on coming up eventually. So we'll look at that coming up shortly. Speaking of champions, Stephanie Vicaire got millions and millions of reasons to be happy and celebrating. Stephanie Vicaire won the NXT Women's Championship last week on NXT. Stephanie Vicaire right here winning the NXT Championship while still being the NXT North American Champion, being the first woman to do so by winning both championships at the same time, simultaneously. But Stephanie Vicaire is going to have her work cut out for her next week. Stephanie Vicaire got issued a challenge by Jada Parker. Jada Parker wants a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. Stephanie herself. So Stephanie Vicaire will defend her NXT Women's Championship against Jada Parker. Well, not to be done over what went down. Stephanie also got confronted by former champion Fallon Henry, who wants a women's rematch for her North American Championship. Ava granted that shot. Ava saying that Stephanie will be pulling double duty. So next week, Stephanie Vicaire will defend the NXT Women's Championship against Jada Parker next week. And then later on, or however it's going to go, She's going to defend the championship, the North American championship, against Fallon Henry on the same night. So Stephanie Vicquer is going to be pulling double duty. So we'll see that coming up next week for Stephanie Vicquer next week when she pulls double duty next week. So we're looking forward to seeing that being that way coming up. But speaking of Fallon Henry was in the corner of JC James, who went against Carver Pepinova. The Carmen and her boyfriend, forgot his name. Got that dude name. He'll come to me. They kind of having problems already in their relationship problems. Uh, for him, for Hit Row, um, they're having problems already. Ashanti, they're done. Yeah, yeah, done. And Carmen Petronova having problems. They was trying lack of communication. At this, Carmen Ashanti was trying to use the chair, but Carmen didn't want to use the chair and cause a ruckus. And now we see that both them are having relationship issues. Let's see if they can work it out coming towards next week. Hopefully that will come to fruition. Speaking of that, Ricky Saints was in action. Ricky Saints was in action. Ricky Saints was in action. Saints was in action against um got his name Ridge Holland. Ricky Saints went against Ridge Holland tonight. Ricky Saints defeated Ridge Holland. Defeating Ridge Holland, Ricky Saints being in the conversation. Ricky Saints got the job done, so good for Ricky Saints. Also, too, was that huge six-person intergender mixed tag team match as the Colon took on the family. Family tried to do their best against the Colon tonight. Just wasn't enough. At the Colin family won with the help of this group called Dark Side or some coming out and attack the family, left the family laying. The family now trying to put the pieces together. At the Dark Side got taken out by the family. Don't know who this group is. They kind of unmasked themselves. I know the dude on the far left. He's from that show, the A&E show, Legend Future Greats. Dion Lennox and a couple of others try to make their name and make their stamp approval like they're the new NXT version of the Shield, the Timu version of the Shield. We'll see but they're going to be in action down the road. But we'll tell you a little bit later what kind of ruckus and chaos they did later on the show. Well, we tell you this right here. Jason Bridge and this dude, they won their match tonight, causing them the win and the victory tonight, pinning the dudes that want to be public enemy, pinning them tonight. Uh, got the win and got the dude stuff. So hey, you see how that's gonna go down eventually. Speaking of that, right here, Ridge Holland giving Ed Thorpe advice on NXT Underground, how that's going to go down. And Eddie Thorpe said he didn't need no advice; he can do it on his own. Advice that was coming that way, or however that was going to be coming forward, you just have to wait and see. Eddie Thorpe told you there was night. Eddie Thorpe looking to prepare himself tonight against Trick Williams. Eddie Thorpe and Trick Williams, these two men. This rivalry started at Vengeance Day with Eddie Thorpe getting the victory over Trick Williams in that Indian scrap match and won. So Trick Williams wanted to do the same tonight. Trick Williams wanted to return the favor by taking on Eddie Thorpe in a NXT Underground match. I told you the NXT Underground match was that, and it left the lane in the area that it could have been tonight. And we saw tonight earlier when Trick was got confronted by by Javon Evans about watching your back on this group. How this group right here that they was gonna cause a lot of ruckus and chaos and destruction everywhere they go. We saw however that one went down tonight and however that was gonna be. Well, we get to the NXT Underground right here. The NXT Underground right here. Trick Williams defeated Eddie Thorpe in the NXT Underground match. But just that wasn't all. It was just that, just a pull apart right here of what went down. The chaos had settled from everyone. The chaos sellers in the ring. I pulled apart the Trick Williams called out Oba Femi. Trick Williams won a shot against Oba Femi for the NXT Championship, and they wanted Trick Williams wants to run it back with Oba Femi at Stand and Deliver, but a lot of element parts not Moose not involved in this one. Um Javon Evans. It's like every black dude now they're going for the NXT Championship, which that's a good thing. HBK thinking that way, but Oba Femi, Trick Williams, they all want a shot, and now Javante Evans, they all want a shot at becoming NXT champion. So this is the perfect time for them to do so. And it might be a triple threat match if you think about it throughout these matches, but throughout the end right here was the pull apart right here that we saw right here. The standoff between Trick Williams and Javon Evans taking down Oba Femi. Javon hit that cut on Oba Femi and lay Oba Femi out. So Oba Femi taking the brunt of the match when it was barely a pull apart. When you think about it, throughout you see right here, everyone's brawling. So I guess the brawl that ended all, but at the end it was Trick Williams and Javon Evans that really want to tear each other apart. They'll do so. However, there might be a no one contenders match between these two. We would have to wait and see. So hey, we will have to wait and see. All right, that ends the NXT Ring Report. Coming up next week on NXT, we told you Stephanie Vicur, the new NXT Women's Champion and the North American Champion, will be defending her championship twice in one night. She'll be pulling double duty. The first one will be Jada Parker. Stephanie Vicur will defend her NXT Women's Championship against Jada Parker next week. So we'll see that as well. As well as this, Stephanie will be defending the championship against former champion Fallon Henry, who invoked her rematch clause tonight. So we'll see that coming up as well. So Stephanie Vicur will be pulling double duty next week. So we're looking forward to see Stephanie defend both those championships next week in one night. So hey, we'll see. Well, we're gonna leave you with Javon Evans and Trick Williams standing face to face, knowing that they want to be NXT champion. Which one of them are gonna do it? We just have to wait and see and how this all gonna pan out. So for me being Kendra Dix and so long, thanks for watching the NXT Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.